Hey there, Lookout friends. Luke here. Today was the first day of school for some of my kids. And as probably like you, if you're sending your kids back to school this week, there's a lot of prep, a lot of reset. Have to reset our rhythms. We're going to bed earlier. We're waking up earlier. You have to make sure we have all the right school supplies. There's some things that they're excited about for the first day of school. Other things they're not as excited about, right? And so, but we just have to keep reminding them, like, hey, listen, school's starting, so this isn't optional. You don't get to decide if you're gonna, get ready for school. You're gonna get ready for school. Why? Because school is important. Because this is how God is brightening your mind. He's growing you intelligence and wisdom to become who you are. And so it's not if you want to. It's like, no, you're going to do this, right? And so it requires a shift of intentionality for them, for us, for our whole family. I think that we're in a season where God is calling the church up with the same kind of intentionality as it relates to the way that we read the scriptures, the way that we pursue him, that it's not an optional if I get to, but we see it as a daily intentionality, a training into righteousness. And that's what the scriptures talk about when it talks about the word. It says all scripture, this is 2 Timothy 3, it says all scripture is breathed out by God, profitable for teaching, reproof, correction, and for training in righteousness. Now, oftentimes when we sit down to read the word, we don't primarily see it as a training exercise. Most of us, I would say, probably in the church, a lot of us see the scriptures as an optional inspiration for the day, kind of a spiritual pick-me-up to give me what I need, a little more juice in the engine, right? Than a training exercise, a way that God is actually growing us up and developing muscle strength inside of us. And what kinds of people train in our culture? It's soldiers, it's athletes, it's students. They train, they take seriously what God, what the work that's before them. And it says this, that we're training in righteousness that the man of God may be complete, equipped for every good work. And I just want to invite you today into a shift. And we're going to get into this the next few weeks in our teaching series on the scriptures. But we must shift the mindset from optional inspiration to mandatory training into righteousness. It's a different way of thinking. But I'm telling you guys, God is growing us up to every good work that he has prepared for us. And I want you to take that next time you open the scriptures. See it as something God is developing inside of you. Even if you don't feel it, embrace it. And I'm telling you, God is doing great things among us, and he's going to be growing us into maturity in this next season for all the good works he's planned for us. Love you guys. Blessings. We'll see you this Sunday. Get into your word.